Ladies and gentlemen, tech firms have been slammed by the great resignation. They are looking for IT people and they're having a hard time finding qualified candidates. And they can't keep up with the great resignation. They are being slammed, not only here, but all over the world, from tech companies here in the US to the UK and beyond. People are leaving in droves. So, mm, mm, mm. After the great resignation, tech firms are getting desperate. They are faced with a shortage of qualified workers in fierce competition. So they said it's been harder or more expensive to hire new people. Yet you have to defend who you already have because they're seeing the bright lights, being hit up on LinkedIn and hearing stories of friends, that are being offered these big salary packages. It is difficult to replace a wave of workers who quit in the Great Resignation, which began last year and hasn't let up since. In the US, the number of workers quitting has now exceeded pre pandemic highs for 9 months in a row. And that's true. And I've done some of the stories. For 9 straight months, 4 million plus people have been leaving in a row. That's a lot. And it's hardly no people entering the workforce in comparison. It's a similar story in the UK. A report was published in January that found that people are resigning at the highest rate since 2009. Huge numbers are leaving the labor force entirely, and more than 80% do not want a job. So 80% of the people that are leaving don't want a job. Wow, that's crazy. The highest on record since 1993. This has left gaping holes in the workforce. The great resignation has widened the gap between supply and demand of tech workers and has made employers resort to extreme incentives to recruit as many of them as possible. In IT alone, 31% of workers actively sought out a new job between July and September last year. This is the highest among all industries, according to an analysis from Gartner. Meanwhile, data from training company Global Knowledge found that 76% of global IT decision makers are dealing with critical skill gaps on their team. Multiply that problem across other tech roles, and it is clear that the skills shortage is likely to worsen before it gets better. The scrap over a shrinking talent pool is intensifying as companies lay on benefits after benefit to get new recruits through the door. Businesses are experimenting with all kinds of well being measures to entice new staff. In January, they said they tried to offer fertility benefits and parental leave in December. FinTech company Finder introduced an extra 5 days on top of paid annual and sick leave entitlements. And on purpose, a New Delhi based in communication launched 7 days paid leave for pet adoption. Damn. From February onwards, word is spreading fast. Employees swap notes on company policies under the hashtag show us your leave on LinkedIn and Twitter. Candidates are even being offered money just to show up to a job interview. Well, that's something new. So they said even in Germany, they're also having a terrible time getting people in the door to apply for these jobs. Wow. I mean, this thing is definitely worldwide. Other companies are in a similar situation. In the past year, we've stopped considering location criteria when recruiting. We hire when and where we can. It's a great opportunity for workers to look for different opportunities or work in a different domain. Permanent remote positions in the US doubled from 9% to 18% during the last quarter of 2021, according to online job service Ladders, and could increase to 25% by 2022. Since making the transition to remote first, we have been able to broaden our hiring options globally and not be restricted to a talent pool in one area. Mm-mm-mm. U.S. company Vista, a specialist in digital service for small and medium businesses. The switch has meant a 300% increase in job applicants. So she believes that it will make a difference. So, stakeholders in early February, Amazon, PayPal, Intel acknowledge that rejecting remote work will cost them dearly in the fight for talent, particularly as Facebook, Twitter, and Shopify have made it the norm. In Japan, where remote work is still it still isn't common. Yahoo has announced employees could work from home anywhere in the country, and it will pay for their flights if they're ever needed to come into the office. So, yeah, that's why so many people are moving around, because even if they move into another state, they won't lose their remote job if they have one. So they don't care where you live in in the country now. Before, they wanted you to be like in a certain location. They A lot of companies are letting that go. And that's when I did the story a few days ago on people moving to Texas and Alabama, and and other parts of the country, because they're able to now. And the cost of living in certain locations is so much cheaper, especially in comparison to being in the Northeast. So, y'all, please tell me what you think. I mean, they already said that the great resignation will go on all through 2022. And, when I was telling y'all, people are starting their own businesses, it is exploding out here with people doing their own business and not working for anyone else other than themselves. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next